Yo, what's happening, family? It's your partner, Bayboy75, man, and the homie.
Nidhamu the Great.
Back at y'all again, man. So what's been up with you, man? It's been a minute since we kicked it last. We didn't do a show last week. What's been going on with you?
Everything's been good, man. Just watching these fights and trying to keep up on these scenarios, the potential fights for 2019. There's some things that I'm excited about. There's some things that's kind of got me kind of concerned because it seemed like neither Sean Porter or Danny Garcia really want to fight Errol Spence. They just want to talk shit to him.
Mm-hmm.
They hoping somebody else fall in their lap, maybe Adrian Broner or somebody like that. They both beat Adrian Broner. They don't really want to fight Errol Spence, so we'll see what happens with that. I'm glad that Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder are real close to getting the contract signed, and that fight's going to be December. Hopefully in Las Vegas, because if it's in Las Vegas, me and Big Boy will definitely be there. So if you go into the fight in December, look for us. Maybe we can go out and get some breakfast or something like that in Vegas and enjoy ourselves on the town. So
Right. I heard it's going to be probably in November, though. They talking about moving the date. Or something like
that's
that.
even better.
Yeah, it's even better, right?
Yeah, that's even better.
Sure, that's what I'm talking about, man. I just want to see it.
Yeah, so it's gonna be epic fight. Great trash talking. Tyson Fury's really getting himself into great shape. He said he's dropped over 100 pounds. And he knows what's in store for him. And he said that he wants to restore respectability back to England because he thinks Anthony Joshua is not bringing any respect to England. And shout out because I saw that interview on Behind the Gloves, which was a lengthy interview. It was a very good interview, and it was very insightful. So hopefully that fight gets signed and it happens in November, December. Either way, I'm there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. So you seen the fights last week, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Man, what do you think about that Kovalev fight? Was you expecting it to go like that?
I wasn't expecting it at all. I know Alvarez was waiting for years to fight Adonis Stevenson. And like I said on our last show, Adonis Stevenson do not want to fight stiff competition. So Kovalev took him on, signed the contract. They fought. I thought it was going to be a typical Kovalev dominating you with the jab. Usually fighters succumb to his punishment and he usually wins by either TKO or he just wears the fighters down. That didn't happen. Alvarez was really dominating and dictating the pace with his jab and his movement. And what I'm noticing about Kovalev, once he's done, he's done. Mm-hmm. There's no coming back from that. Andre Ward proved that when Andre Ward went to that body, he couldn't take no more punishment. Once he's done, it's done. He can't recover. He doesn't have any recuperability in those fights. So once he's done, he's done. I know a lot of people are happy because Kovalev is a self-proclaimed racist. Yeah. So a lot of people are happy about that. So I mean, whether he's a racist or not, he was good for boxing because he was a villain, and villains are great in boxing. Mm-hmm. So he was a villain. He was a racist. I think John Pascal was the first person to say, "Hey, this guy's a racist. You need to know about this guy." Mm-hmm. John David Jackson, his trainer, said he was a racist. Mm-hmm. And so he's a villain, and villains are good for boxing. Villains are good for sports.
Yeah, definitely. They good. They basically the whole reason for a story. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. For a story to be told. I mean, it's most likely you're gonna have a villain in there. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes the story a story. What makes it good. You know.
Yeah, but so I mean, this is the thing with Kovalev. Is he done? I even heard Virgil Hunter. Virgil Hunter was on Fight Hype, and he said that Virgil Hunter said that he wanted to train Kovalev for some odd reason. Kovalev major problem is that Andre Ward exposed him, and once he gets into these later rounds and once you get him, he's got. There's no recovery. He can't recover.
Mm-hmm.
Like Deontay Wilder, once Luis Ortiz had him, Deontay Wilder recovered.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be able to withstand punishment and recover in fights, because after the 7th round, that's what they call deep waters.
Mm-hmm.
You in shark infested waters, and Kovalev has proven when the waters get shark infested, full of black people, he's
time to give up.
It's time to give up. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's odd that you losing to black people. And as much as you hate black people, it's odd that you losing to nothing but black people. You know, so black people are making you bow down in these fights, and you know what you reap, what you sow, basically.
Yeah, I wasn't absolutely unhappy. I mean, I picked him to win just because I thought he would.
Yeah, I picked him to win too.
I didn't think that Alvarez, could withstand his punches, for one. You know what I mean? Which he proved me wrong on that.
Yeah, he proved me wrong on that.
Yeah.
Look,
I was like, damn, he was, he withstood his punches, and I mean, he even though he don't have a good defensive scheme in his game, but it worked. All his counters worked, man, and he was able to slip and get in there and just do damage.
Yeah, and that jab was knocking his head back too. So.
Man, it was a snapper, boy.
Yeah, so I mean, look, he was good for boxing. I went to Andre Ward Kovalev won back at T-Mobile Arena, and a lot of people think that Kovalev won that fight, but what Andre Ward did is he had a consistent body attack and was just outpointing and winning close rounds. So after that 3rd round in our first fight, Andre Ward kind of figured him out. Second fight was just total domination. And some people say Kovalev was ahead on the scorecards. You need to look at that fight again. Andre dominated that fight from the opening bell. So he set out a blueprint, and the blueprint is on Kovalev. Once he's done, he's done. He can't recover. So 7th round on, if you're still in the fight, you have an ample opportunity to put him away. Mm-hmm. So that's the blueprint on Kovalev now. So,
right, yeah, that was good to see though. I was like, damn.
it was a shock.
I was like, oh snap, what the hell? But yeah, man, I was like, at the same time, I was like, hell yeah, knock his motherfucking bigot ass out. Show ass out of here, motherfucker. Yeah, man. But so did you see the Berto fight in Alexander?
Yeah, so the Berto Alexander fight, it was the same scenario. Alexander is a fader too. Alexander, the first 6 rounds, he looked phenomenal. I thought this is the old Devin Alexander that we need to see. That 6th round on, and then on top of that, Andre Berto, like usual, first 6 rounds, he gets frustrated and wants to quit.
Right.
And then after the 6th round, fight completely changed. To me, it was a draw, but I can see Andre Berto winning that fight. And when you got a person like Virgil Hunter in your corner as your trainer, Virgil Hunter is like a wartime general. So Virgil Hunter will give you the right input and information so you can squeak out a win in close fights. And that's what he did. So hats off to Andre Berto. But he's most likely going to be Sean Porter or Danny Garcia's next opponent. He's not probably, because Garcia and Porter do not want to see Errol Spence.
No, they're going to do whatever it takes for them to not fight him. You know what I mean? They're going to be trying to call out Sugar Ray Leonard or something like that. They're going to be doing all kind of weird stuff, man. So,
Yeah, where's Sugar Ray Robinson?
Yeah, what's up with all these dudes, man? I don't know why you want to be a boxer then, dude, if you don't want to fight,
Man, it's puzzling to me, man.
That shit is weird, dude. It's crazy. I mean, I understand you want your money and all that type of stuff, but damn, dude, I mean...
And the thing about Sean Porter was commentating that fight. Sean Porter is an excellent commentator. he does not box like he commentates.
Mm-hmm.
If you would have seen him the way he was commentating, you almost thought he was Tommy Hearns talking. And you know what I'm saying? And he's George Burns when he's in the ring. He's awkward. He's clumsy. He's awkward. He's clumsy. You know what I'm saying? He leads with his head. I mean, he's unwatchable. Sean Porter is, and so I don't know what people are seeing when they see Sean Porter. I see an awkward fighter. So, do he want to get his body lit up by Errol Spence? No, he don't. Mm-hmm. He wants some light, sugary punches from Danny Garcia, and hopefully he can squeak out a win. I think Danny Garcia is a better fighter than Sean Porter, but we'll see.
You got Garcia winning.
Yeah, I got Garcia winning because Garcia got is more skilled, more defensive, got more of a total package. I thought he beat Keith Thurman. I know a lot of people didn't think he beat Keith Thurman. I thought he beat Keith Thurman in a close fight. I thought he was edging out a lot of close rounds. So let me look at it again. But I thought that was a Danny Garcia fight. Even though when Danny Garcia he fought Lamont Peterson earlier that year, I think that was 2016. I thought Lamont Peterson beat the hell out of Danny Garcia. So I mean, maybe they were saying, "Hey, we're not gonna let this one slide by." But Keith Thurman won. Keith Thurman, wherever he's at, you know what I'm saying. I know they both want to fight you. I don't see Keith Thurman coming back no time any soon. So
I don't even think he's gonna be able to fight this year. They say he do. He's so much overweight, man. He got a whole lot.
He's done this year.
Yeah.
Or maybe next year too.
Maybe so. You need to come up off them belts though.
Yeah.
All you bullshit.
Yeah.
You need to do that, man. I mean, shit. But yeah, man. Have you heard about Bud Crawford and Danny Garcia getting into it and stuff?
Danny Garcia, I don't know what's and somebody, I forgot who made the comment. Somebody on YouTube, I don't want to. Somebody made the comment that when Danny Garcia is about to fight somebody, he want to call other people out, but when he not fighting nobody, he don't say nothing. Right. Which I completely agree with, because when Danny Garcia is doesn't have anything scheduled, he doesn't call anybody out. Mm-hmm. That'll be a pay-per-view fight if Danny Garcia beats Sean Porter and him and Bud fight sometime April or May. It'd be a pay-per-view fight. Mm-hmm. It's worth the price of admission, and that will be adding to the spark if Errol Spence beats Marky Garcia, which I have no doubt he'll do, and they meet in September. Mm-hmm. So that's my dream scenario. That never happens, but that's my dream scenario.
Who do you think will win out of Garcia and Crawford?
Crawford would dominate Garcia.
He'll mop the floor with
He'll mop the floor with him. I didn't want to say that. I mean, I have respect for Garcia because I do think he's
Hey, he got a good resume, man. I mean, he got a lot of. I mean, you know.
Yeah,
he has some decent.
He got some big names on him.
Yeah, on his record. So you know, I mean, I can't say the same for Bud. You know what I mean? Even though he looks the part. Mm-hmm. But I think it'll be a good fight, though. It'll be definitely.
It's a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It's a pay-per-view. It's what Al Heyman wants. This is a big pay-per-view fight. Two young up-and-coming fighters. Danny Garcia got an impressive resume, so he has a lot of reason to talk shit. He beat Matisse. He beat Broner. He had a close fight with Thurman. He beat Amir Khan. So I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, definitely. That'll be definitely something to look forward to. I mean, I hope they do fight. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I mean,
but they'll probably fight some bum.
Yeah. They got this little battle going back and forth between.
He said something about Errol Spence too. He said Errol Spence was overrated. Mm-hmm. So I mean, He's really on one right now.
Yeah, he is, man. He going all out. So I just hope he can back his ass up.
And if you want to have
words,
and if you want to have, you both fought Lamont Peterson. I thought Lamont Peterson beat Danny Garcia. Errol Spence fought Lamont Peterson and wiped the floor with him. So, I mean, if that's your barometer, then...
Yeah. So, I think, I think it's for sure now, but Demetrius Andrade will be fighting Billy Joe Saunders. Oh, man, what you think about that one? Out the blue.
I seen Billy Joe Saunders fight David Lemieux. He beat the hell out of Lemieux. Lemieux's an overrated fighter if you want to talk about anybody being overrated, but it was a good win. He went to Canada. He beat him in Canada. It was a good win. Billy Joe Saunders fights anybody but the best fighters. If you really want to put yourself to the test, fight Danny Jacobs. Put yourself in the mix with Triple G. I do think he did call out Triple G, but just put yourself out there. Jamal Charlo, you know what I'm saying? There's guys out there you could be fighting. Andre, is he a good fighter? He's an excellent fighter, but is he one of the top middleweights? No. So, but Billy Joe Saunders is a great trash talker. He'll make it interesting. Let's see what happens.
Who would you pick in that fight? Did you got Joe Saunders? Think he can come out here to the States and get it done?
I don't know. I mean, Billy Joe Saunders, I have not seen enough of that guy for me to say he can beat Andre. So
Andre ain't been active enough.
It's
kind of like got 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. I don't think it makes a difference. Yeah. But I don't know, man. I think Billy Joe Saunders might have the upper hand on this one, just because Andre has been a lot less active. Has he fought this year? I think he fought once this year.
Who did he fight though? I mean, who did he fight this year? I've seen Andre fight before, but you know what? It's just to me the thing is more Billy Joe Saunders than Andre. Billy Joe Saunders calls out guys, but he doesn't fight them. And middleweight division has enough good fighters for you to be active in, and you're not active enough against the top competition.
Right.
You always fighting some guy from some obscure place that you never heard of. David Lemieux is probably the biggest name guy you fought so far. There might have been another guy that you fought, but Danny Jacobs is out there. You should have been calling him out. Charlo's out there, call him out. Triple G, Alvarez. There's guys out there that you can that you should be calling out, making a name for yourself. You're not doing it. So
you talking about Andre?
I'm talking about Saunders.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, because Andre been calling them dudes.
Yeah.
They don't, they can't trust him, man, because he always backing out of the deal at some point. It's just like...
just like Adonis Stevenson.
Yeah, like, why am I going to give you a shot, man? I don't even think you're going to make it happen anyway. You're going to find some reason to come up with another reason why you couldn't do it. Oh, my grandma's birthday today. She's turning 20. Stupid shit, Like, dude, come on, man.
He's not the only one, though. I mean, Adonis Stevenson is the worst culprit. Adonis Stevenson fights once every 50 years.
There ain't no worse than having a boxer paying somebody else not to fight him right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, here, man. Take this, man.
Just step aside, money.
Just step aside here,
So I can fight nobody.
So I can just go beat up my kids. Yeah.
And then you fight Bad Dude Jack, and you looked horrible in that. So I mean, I don't know why he's not stripped of the titles. So he should have been stripped a long time ago. He's never fought Kovalev. While Andre Ward was making his run, he hit under a rock. You know, Andre Ward, after he beat Kovalev the second time, he said he wanted to be undisputed. And once Andre Ward found out that you wasn't gonna fight, he retired. There's no reason for him to fight anymore. So I don't know, man. It's just these guys like Andre, Billy Joe Saunders, Anthony Joshua, Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Let's get aggressive. It's okay to lose fights.
Man, that's what they scared of, bro. I can't say that enough, but that's all I see.
It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you gon' that O is gonna go, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? You're gonna lose at some point, but you know what's gonna make you great is how you come back from that. You know what I mean?
Sugar Ray Robinson lost 10 fights.
Mm-hmm.
He won 150,
right?
But he lost 10. You know what I'm saying? Carlos Mazon won over 100 fights. You know what I'm saying? Roberto Duran fought over 100 fights. Everybody loses. You know what I'm saying? One of my fighters all time, Julian Jackson. He got losses. Mm-hmm. You know.
Yep. That's it, man. For real. You heard about Dominique Brazil taking shots out at Deontay Wilder?
I don't know. Apparently, the story went. Brazil was talking greasy about Wilder, and his crew got with him and let him have it.
Right.
And so he angry and shit. And so he started. You know what I'm saying? It's not a grown man move. Right.
He said. I guess Deontay Wilder said something about he's gonna come in the ring and talk to his son or something like that, and tell his son. So his son can see the man who's going to paralyze him or cripple him or some crazy shit like that. That's what Deontay Wilder said to him. And I guess the, main media and all that, they went loco with that shit. Like, oh my God, that's so terrible. How could you say that? This is not right. Why would you say that about somebody? I'm like,
it's boxing.
This is boxing, man. Yeah. What the hell you think? I mean, what the hell was y'all at when Tyson was talking about eating somebody's kids and shit? You know what I'm talking about? What was all this talk then? You know what I'm talking about? Motherfuckers wasn't saying that shit when they was doing all that. I mean, why they want to go all crazy and get all outraged about this? And that ain't even really a big deal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if these are boxers, man, they gladiators. They out here. That's what they want to do. You want to knock somebody's head off. Do you mean that literally? Of course not. I mean, you don't want to kill nobody, but at the same time, you want to make them feel like they are threatened. You know what I'm saying? You want to pump fear in their blood. So, wow. What do you want them to say? I hope our fighters, hope we don't hurt each other too bad, and, I hope nobody really gets hurt, and we can just play pity pat in the ring, and then we can all go home and have a nice time with our families.
And you know what?
Who does that shit?
And with Deontay Wilder, you might get crippled. So it's something you need to be concerned about. And to be 100% honest, you know what I'm saying? You might get crippled. He almost folded the Sturm into a tablecloth. Mm-hmm. So I mean, you need to be worried about that. Or you might get crippled. Your neck might get snapped back. Mm-hmm. These things do happen in boxing. So when somebody tells you that, they trying to tear your head off. Mm-hmm. You need to get in that ring and do the best you can to protect your life, and tell him this ain't happening. And I'm tired of all these soft ass nice guys in sports and stuff who always getting offended and getting scared and stuff like that because somebody says some hostile shit to them. Right. You know what I'm saying? In the world, it's dog eat dog. It ain't about being nice.
Yeah, they trying to turn boxing into
Me Too boxing. You know what I'm saying?
Foursquare or some shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? This ain't. You know what I'm saying? The rules in boxing. You got to protect. The number one rule in boxing is protect yourself at all times. Mm-hmm. That's the number one rule in boxing. So if somebody trying to cripple you and they said they should cripple you, if you get crippled, it's your fault. It ain't Deontay Wilder's fault. You should have been protecting yourself.
Right.
So when somebody get bent out of shape over that, I'm not gonna be mad at Deontay Wilder. I'm gonna be mad at you because you didn't take what he said seriously.
And these are just words, man. Anyway, I mean, these are words. I mean, what the hell? If you're gonna get all sensitive about that, I mean, how the hell did you even become a boxer? You know what I'm saying? I mean, why did you even get into this profession? If you're gonna be all extra sensitive and emotional about, what motherfuckers say to you and shit.
Yeah.
Or say about you or what they gonna do to you. Why would you be so?
Yeah, niggas want to press when they want to press charges and shit and go to court over the shit. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you handle that shit in the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Put a restraining order on motherfuckers and shit.
Just like when Mike Tyson said, "Hey, Lennox Lewis, I want to eat your kids. I want to all praises to Allah." You know what Lennox Lewis said? He said the only thing you're gonna be eating is this left and this right.
Now, exactly.
And when they got in the ring, Lennox Lewis handled his business. Mm-hmm. So I mean, there you go. That's a perfect example right there. Right. You know what I'm saying? So talk is cheap, dog.
Yeah, it's cheap, man. Don't get sensitive about it.
Yeah.
Just prove him wrong.
Cripple
his ass then. You know what I mean? Shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, that's crazy, bro. I don't know what the hell is up with these damn boxers.
Yeah, just people in general. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, look, me personally, I didn't become the man that I am today until I started learning how to deal with bullies in school. Everybody tell you don't tell the teacher if a bully's bothering you or something like that. You know what I did? I'm gonna go sock the bully in his face. I'm tired of your shit. I got on top of him and started beating the hell out of him. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker never mess with me again. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that's the best thing a kid in school can do when they dealing with bullies is just whoop their ass. Mm-hmm. Even if the bully whooped you, he got respect for you now. He said you ain't no punk. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna fight back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And what a bully do, all they do is just try to test you.
That's all they try to do.
That's all they try to do. They want to test you. I mean, all you got to do is act like you're going to fight them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, most of the time, you just act like you're going to fight them. And they don't want to see you no more. They ain't going to mess with you no more. They ain't going to look your way. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's a firecracker. He going to do something to you. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, when you dealing with a bully, they might be bigger. They might be able to whoop you every time y'all fight. But you know what? Fighting ain't fair, bro. Fighting on the street ain't fair. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. I'm gonna protect myself by any means.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sure. If you way bigger than me and the odds are against me, and we out here on the streets, you better not turn your back.
Yeah, don't turn your back.
You better not turn your back when I'm in the vicinity.
Yeah. And if I see a rock or a stick or something on that ground, guess what's gonna hit your face? Mm-hmm. That rock or that stick. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? I've talked about this many times. You got too many kids that's growing up soft, is getting scared and nervous, don't want to deal with the shit the way you're supposed to deal with the shit. Bullies are a necessity in your life so you become a man. So when you go up there, let that bully know you ain't gonna be punking me. You know what I'm saying? Sock him up, hit him in his nuts, bite him. You know what I'm saying? Scratch, claw him. So he'll know I'm not gonna fuck with that dude no more. You know what I'm saying? That's
Absolutely, man. Yeah, for sure. Well, now with that being said, I'm gonna close it on out, bro. Anything else you want to touch on?
No, I'm just gonna see Black Klansman. I'll give you a review on the movie next week. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not a Spike Lee movie fan. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, this movie do it for me. Chirac should have been called Chirac.
I wouldn't really get into that movie. What was that? It was a series, right?
No, it was a movie. Chirac, starring you talking about The Shot? The Shot on Showtime. Okay, yeah. Chirac was a Spike Lee movie where he was talking. You know what I'm saying? Where he was talking about the killing and stuff like that. Right. The movie was weird. So I'm gonna give this movie Black Klansman. And I'll give you a review on the Black Klansman next week when we do our show. Is this movie gonna get a thumbs up, or like in Hollywood Shuffle, is it gonna get the finger?
Okay, well, I'll be looking forward to that one, because I want to know. Yeah, because it has an interesting
it got an interesting title.
So I definitely want to know about it. Yeah, especially before I pay some money to go see that shit.
Yeah, so I'll give y'all a review next week and see if it's worth the price of admission.
Right. And then also tomorrow I'll be doing another show. I got my homie coming out. He got out here to see me. He was able to go to Canton this past weekend and hit up that Hall of Fame. And I'll be interviewing him and, you know, let him tell y'all about his experience, man. So, you know, just to share with everybody. And that's it, man. That's all we got for you this week, man. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Share this channel. Hit the bell icon to get all new content and notifications on everything we do here, man. And with that being said, it's your partner, man, Bayboy 75 and the homie
Nidhamu the Great.
and we out.
All right.